Yes, back again. Motown Philly back again. Got a little bit of that God light's a little too bright. We'll need that later. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. You know we're welcoming back. Hello. El Jamal's in the building. Well, it's that time. Hello. Yo, we almost got a full house in here. I see Stunt Ken in the building. I see Notorious JRD in the building. I see Nakota in the building. I see Suze in the building. Yo, I see Matt in the building. Yo, we're doing real good tonight, you guys. Sue, Sue says, wow, ain't no decaf up in this joint. Tell them, Suze, there ain't no decaf up in this Major Falcon, this Mickey Ficky, this Humpty Dumpty. I think it's espresso night. The pre-group group is rocking. I love the energy. And we're going to need it tonight, you guys. Had a long day. Bros is in the building. What up? JRD says, you're late. We're already started. I saw y'all. I was behind the curtain, like I was in the two-way mirror looking at y'all like, okay, they're ramped up tonight. But I would be remiss if we didn't start strong. You know what we got to do when Susan's in the building. Get those elbows ready. Let me get my band. I have so many these little hashtags and coffee break isms. I'm gonna have to like separate these because it's getting a little out of hand. Where's it, John? All right, you ready? I put my hand upon your hip, then I dip, you dip, we dip. Wow, that was a good one. That's all for you, Suze. Well, hello. Yo, what up, Jerry Kraft? Yo, sip of coffee for Jerry Kraft. Get your sippers up. We ain't done the first sip of the night for my man Jerry Kraft. You know Jerry Kraft. You ready? Banned book, Jerry Kraft. New York Times best-selling, Jerry Kraft. Newbery Medal award-winning Jerry Kraft. First base, Jerry Kraft. Second base, Jerry Kraft. Shortstop, Jerry Kraft. You know who that cat is. And also a big sipper for making the top 30 most influential children's book of all time list. That's a big sipper for my man Jerry Kraft. And you know what? I think I'm still at a place where Jerry lets me hang out with him. Look at that. Yep. Look at Jerry getting love in the chat. El Jamal, what up, what up, buddy? Oh, he's talking. They ain't even talking to me. They're talking to themselves in the chat. That's right. And you know what? We got to give Jerry Kraft his flowers. Give him his props. I was kind of salty for you. I don't know why I was all in my feelings over it, but that factoid came out about the influential books. I was like, New Kid is next to Alice in Wonderland, and y'all can't give that a thumbs up. What's wrong with y'all? But not the caffeines, because y'all know better. Y'all know how to celebrate and respect ours. That's right. Caffeines know how to do business. So congrats. Yeah, get those congrats out. Congrats. I love it, Jerry. What's going on, my man? Jared D is asking me, JN, could you rename all the file names for your graphics so the first couple of letters in the name is like C? No, you know what? With StreamYard, that already does all that, but I could do a better job of organizing stuff. That's not my strong suit. Oh, well, you know, much love to my man, to the namesake, to the Waringo dynasty. You know, I gotta always give love. And if you guys know me, I think I may have broken the protocol just this once, but I always bring my Michael Ringo shirt with me when I do comic book conventions. I think I couldn't. I think I didn't bring it to San Diego, but I usually, especially Baltimore, I always have one day where I wear this shirt in honor of our dude. Let's give a sip of coffee for Michael Ringo. Get my sippers up. I'm gonna be out of coffee before this is over. I'm doing too many sippers. So let's see, guys. We almost got a full house. It's almost like, yes. It's almost like you guys are looking forward to this or something. Who knew? Um, so first off, we have to. I just put this graphic up. Another thing that was coined by Sue's. Where? Sorry, I lost it already. Where'd it go? Tabersnackles. So as you know, this vessel that we call Coffee Break with JN is tabernacle, where we come, we congregate, we have revival, and we share that good share and talk about what's going on in our minds and our hearts and our souls. But you get hungry, right? Especially if you're sipping on something nice for the episode. You gotta have some snacks. You gotta have some tabersnackles. So first thing of the night, you guys, what are you sipping and or eating right now? Sound off. Hey Caitlin, what's going on? It's almost like the whole caffeine army's up in here tonight. It's good to see you guys. Sue says, Lord, I'm gonna start speaking in tongues tonight, y'all. Yo, we getting southern up here. Tabernacle going straight into my soul tonight. Got to get your aisle dance on, feeling the spirit. So Matt is chilling with a coffee and a Ukrops chocolate chip cookie. What is this? That sounds like some Aldi stuff. What is that? Yo, Nakota said we had beef teriyaki for dinner. It was yummalicious. I like it. Good job. And Nakota, thanks for joining us tonight. I know this isn't in your time zone, so I respect that. Thanks for coming. And you know what? Pause. You're gonna love the energy of Coffee Break with JN. Some people said they can't even watch the replays because they feel like they miss must see TV. You got to do it at the moment. But I think you'll fit right in. Pause. JRD says drinking a Cafe de Hola brew from Community Coffee out in Nolans. Ate a very late dinner. Burgers from the Arches as requested by E and Kidlet. So no food tonight. Yo, what could Oh wow. So hold on. You're mixing McDonald's with a really sexy coffee. I gotta you gotta tell me how that sits. And if you've ever eaten with me, sometimes I'll ask if we're still hanging out. Yo, how's that food sitting? You all right? How's your gut? Because I think there's nothing worse than being out and you're like, oh, bro, I might have to close it off tonight. I might have to jet. And you're like, what? We're going to go to karaoke. No, I ain't going to karaoke. So I think that might be one of the first things I talk about is, and I'll get back to what everybody's eating. What up, Stunt Ken? Good to see you. Is when you're out in groups, or say you're out at a comic book convention, not catching COVID, but just out in like mixed company, do you think about what you're eating? Like, would you eat something safe? Like, oh, you know what? I can always rock with it if I just get some dry rub wings. I'm not getting anything that's crazy or anything that's got eyes in it. Or somebody's like, here, just try this, and then you catch the bubble, and it's a wrap for the evening. So tell me about your default dinner or your safe meals. So let's talk about safe meals. All right, so let's see what else everybody's doing. Matt says U Crops was a grocery chain down here. The stores went away, but they still sell the prepared foods in Kroger. Okay, cool. Dakota's happy to be here. I'm glad you're here. JRD says if tonight's energy is anything like the energy from yesterday's, it ain't hard to tell. Who boy, it's a living. We'll see. I don't know. I had a rough day today, so I don't know how nuts I'm gonna get. So we'll see. That's why group's important. Stunt Ken is he's chefing. He's chefing it up. Stunt Ken, I'm cooking onion, garlic, herb, brown rice with a fried egg, soppressata. I don't know what that is. Meatballs and sriracha mayo sauce. Yo, man, you might have to bring some of that to Philly, bro. That sounds what's up. Um, Sue says, "Kid, Matt and I'll be over 5 minutes. Save us a plate. Yo, make me a plate." Yeah, everybody's going to Stunt Ken's crib. So JRD says, "Burgers at 7, sitting heavy. Coffee now. I just get a couple of burgers and I don't eat the bread or fry." Oh, that's right. I remember JRD. You were talking about how you have a special a default meal at McDonald's where you get like two burgers and you take the bun off or something like that. Sue says my mama would try any crazy food. She just said that some foods take more liquor than others. Yeah, I can feel you on that. Yo, party at Ken's crib. That's what's up. Well, I'll tell you guys this. I have not a phobia, but I have a thing where I don't like, like some people say things like, "Oh, I never use a foreign bathroom if I can help it," that kind of stuff. Like I have to go back to home base if I need to use a bathroom. I'm not really talking about that. I'm just talking about having to spend an evening with an upset stomach when you're far from home. Spider Man, far from home, Spider Man, no toilet, eh? Green Goblin, damn it! you made me eat that spicy ramen, and now I got the bubble guts. when I'm out, like at a conference or a con or something like that, I have very specific things about breakfast. I can't eat heavy breakfasts if I have to go to the show floor. Like I can't get down with like a stack of pancakes and sausage because I got to get through the day. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to worry about that. My default go-to safe meal is oatmeal. Now, it's funny because some of y'all we will do the bomb breakfast in Baltimore to represent Mike, and then I'll kind of swing for the fences because this is the last day of the show, and I want to enjoy my brunch. But for the most part, I'm just like I just want oatmeal, a little cinnamon, maybe some walnuts, a little brown sugar, or I'm bougie, or get my grapefruit brulee. And I just keep it real simple. I don't know how people are going to the Waffle House and then got to do the show floor for the rest of the day. So I wonder what you guys are into. Stuntkin says, "Oh, I'm with you, JN. I would never, ever, ever, ever." That's that Chris Tucker. Never, ever, 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 ever go to anyone's house or public bathrooms for any serious bathroom visits, or as we usually use for something else, just the ones, not the twos. I feel you on that. Matt had a bad experience. Matt says had a traumatic experience as a kid at a friend's house and got scarred for life. Dakota said, "Why'd you just run out of my house and Venmo me $200?" And the Venmo says, "Sorry about the turlet. Sorry about the commode." Yeah, I'm not trying to be that person. Also, Matt says, "I will hold it up for days if I'm staying in someone's house." And Stuntkin cannot deny the magnetic pull, the tractor beam of Wendy's. They're looking out the cockpit window and they go, "That's no moon," and then it's the Wendy's logo. Jody says, "Seriously, I have to mitigate my diabetes." And you know what? Can we talk about how people like make fun of diabetes like it's like not a real thing? People all over the world have diabetes daily. They get that shit daily. And you don't get diabetes from drinking a really sweet cup of Kool-Aid. That shit takes time. But don't mess around. Seriously, I have to mitigate my diabetes with my not wanting to have that train spotting moment in a public loo. A WC? See, I know stuff. Let me see what else did I miss. Y'all start talking about Frosties? Hold on. Matt's talking about dipping French fries in a Frosty. Where did that happen? I know that that's a thing. I guess it's like a savory sweet, but that just made my head hurt thinking about that. Yup. Yo, Tim Fielder, what's up, Tim? Good to see you, my man. Tim Fielder says protein is the way. So hold on, Tim. So say you're out at a show, you're far from home, Spider Man, and you're swinging for the fences with proteins. You're going to get like a like a T-bone steak and just roll the dice. Tell me about that. Sue says they make travel size poopery, y'all. Best thing ever invented. I know people that roll heavy with poopery, but then it just smells like a scented poopy toilet. Bra says I've got Crohn's, so I've just learned to deal with the awkwardness that can come with using toilets at friends' houses or out in public. Yeah, I guess you gotta go. You gotta go, Robin Harris. Caitlin co-signs on that. Yup. Nakota says someone I know kept having to deal with the work toilet seat getting covered in poopery because the janitor didn't understand how it works. It was a toilet. If it's so, wait a minute. So the janitor would come in and spray down the seat with poopery. This is just like wet poopery on the seat. You're supposed to spray it in the bowl. All right, hold on. I got to do this. Time for the ones and twos of the night, y'all. Aren't you glad I made a graphic for that? Ones and twos of the night, y'all. For those of you that still leave the house, say you work outside the house or you have to like go out into the world, like Book of Eli, like Denzel. Do you have on your person a toilet spray? like a poopery joint, like a if you keep that or would use it in a space that has it, put a one in the chat. If you don't and you just roll the dice, put a two in the chat. Let's see what happens. Matt keeps a poopery on deck. Caitlin's like, nah, bruh. A lot of ones. And it could be like, I don't know. I was gonna say, okay, I was gonna say it might be like a gender thing. Like, do the ladies are more apt to keep like a fog of war in their purse, or like, or would you just keep it in your backpack? Reynaldo, good to see you, my man. Thanks for your questions on It Ain't Hard to Tell. That was fun. You're good, bro. You're not visiting my home, Jerry Kraft. Jojo Yizzer, yo, we got a full house. All the caffeines are here. I think we're missing clean, and we'd have a full house. You like that? Yeah, for you guys that keep that spray in your purse or your person, you be spraying that fog of war in the bathroom. It's a war of attrition in there. Dakota says, pro tip, I guess. I work with the GI department, so we know smells. We use the spray that covers up everything called Medi Air. Yo, that sounds like crazy town. Why am I not surprised that JRD knows what Dakota's talking about? Just let's go for a minute now. Back with the jump off. Yo, let's pop it off in here, real rap. 360 waves. So Jojo, when you do you keep a fog of war in your on your person when you go to the toilet? Do you pull out a little like a join to cover the poop? Now everybody's signing off for Medi Air. What does it smell like? Dakota says, I think there's three scents, like unscented, like this baby powder scent, and lemon. It's sort of like lemon poops in the bathroom. Perps, as I like to say. Because remember the Ermagerd memes, like the Ermagerd Gersperms. We went full bore with that Ermagerd stuff. It was bad in the office. Everybody was like, somebody printed out the whole sheet with the Ermagerd language. It was like Cherberg, Gersperms, Murmur, Merspreters. It was ridiculous. We did that for like, I don't know, 6 months. Ermagerd perks, Lerman perps. I love Gersperms. Oh, I love it. Jared D says lemon is like being smacked in the face with a dozen bag of lemons. It's like you're knocked unconscious. Woken up and smacked again. Yo, that's some powerful agents right there. Ronaldo says, "Oh, I do poo at friends' houses, but it's a stealth mission because I use sinful amount of TP at home. Oh, you be making a mitt." Yo, Nakota might be the MVP at coffee break tonight. I used to have my bell. I got rid of it. Ronaldo says, "Why do they even make unscented anything? Here's a product that smells like nothing." Oh, you'll be making a TP mitt? Oh my gosh. JRD says, when Kidlet was in the hospital for a stomach bug years ago, E and I could stay in a room and there was a can in the loo. He keeps saying loo, y'all. Luckily, I know what he's talking about. JoJo says, "Oh yeah, I've always got kids with me, and I'm always walking to questionable bathrooms that need airing out before usage. Do not go in there." Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I can't, y'all. Yo, Vincent, what's up, Vincent? Vincent says, after spending months at sea sharing a head with 90 other dudes, well, let's just say that not much bothers me. Yeah, bro. And what was that? There was an old special ed lyric. He said, and I think this came from something else. He said, "Would you join the Navy if you didn't enjoy gravy and rice?" Think about it. JRD says, the hard part is trying to be stealthy about spraying anything, coughing while you try and disguise the Le chiffre. That's where my fog of war goes. Le chiffre. That's right. Yo, bucket, a tip of the bucket to my man Vincent. Caitlin says, nothing quite compares to latrines at the height of summer at Girl Scout camp. Damn, damn, damn. Yo, that's wild. Jojo says, you'll go most places with a 5-year-old screaming, I gotta pee. Yeah, you just gotta do it. Yeah, we're bearing it all tonight. Ronaldo says, I don't like pooping in a public bathroom if someone is in the stall next to me. I wait until they leave to wipe. At least you wipe, my man. You know what? I saw this. I don't like mixing media anymore. Like, remember when I used to like put little YouTube videos and stuff, and they flag you for anything these days, y'all. But I just saw this. I don't know. It must have been like Get Set or kindergarten or something. And this woman, I guess she was the teacher, was trying to show the kids how to wipe their butts. And they, like the little kindergarten chairs, like those little like plastic joints with the metal legs. She had tied two balloons to the back of the chair, and she sat in a chair, like with her back to the student, so it looked like that was her butt, the balloons. And she was showing them how to like wipe their butts. Is that too much? Well, obviously that's too much. Do you feel like that's something that your kids should be learning how to do in school? I don't even know if that's health class. It's just like, y'all stink. Maybe I should show y'all how to wipe wipe butts. Producer Suze is telling me for the ID, but hold on, let me just clear some of these. Uh, Yo, Jim Luhan, what up, Jim Luhan? Jim says the coffee break naturally leads to the bathroom break. Science, science, science. Jardine can confirm it tracks scout camp latrines and naval vessels. Woof. Oh no. Yo, sip of coffee for the Pacific Northwest. Did I get that right? P&W in the building. Dakota says the worst public bathrooms on the planet are, I'm pretty sure, the ones at Pike Place. Yo, that's like Fulton Fish Market. Pike Place Market, like everyone gets to watch you go. What is it? Are they just toilets with no doors over there? Yeah, you know what? Ronaldo says in those seat covers, does anyone know how to actually use them? I'll admit that I spent more than once trying to figure out if the the flap goes in the front or the back. I think it goes in the front. So, like, if your junk hits, what are we talking about? I gotta listen to Suze. You guys are gonna get me fired. You're watching Coffee Break with JN with your boy JN, Philadelphia's favorite son. I know there's a lot of sons in Philadelphia, but I'm the favorite. With that moniker also births nicknames. A lot of them are Philadelphia based or Philadelphia adjacent, much like Kevin Scrapple, because Bacon was taken. Yes, Kevin Bacon, a very famous Philadelphian. And if it's not something that specific, then we talk about Philadelphia things, and I attach John to them because you'll know that I'm a John enthusiast. Johnny Carson is one of my favorites. Uh, Philly Donahue. They're not all Philly related, but a lot of them are. And as usual, one of my favorites, I'm sticking with it. The captain of this ship, Jean Luc Picard, engage. Make it so. What is happening here tonight? You get to hang out with me. I'm a cartoonist too. You guys, some of y'all might have forgotten that. And watch me drink this coffee and run my mouth. And when I'm out of coffee, thank you for your eyeballs. All right, so what's going on in here? As it should be. Good to see you, Jane. Say hi to Steve for me. I'm gonna run out of coffee soon. Um, the stunt kid says, "No, the worst bathrooms are the NYC MTA public bathrooms. I would never go in there, like the Port Authority bathrooms. I have gone in the bathroom in Penn Station, which weren't bad, but I ain't trying. It wasn't that like Pursuit of Happiness toilet where Will Smith was sleeping in the bathroom with Jaden. JRD says every time I try to use those seat covers, I get a little wet, but my knees have baroque ruffles. Oh my god. Jojo says, nope, the worst of the porta potties on the parkway of 4th of July. That's the make what do you call it? The Making America or Coming to America tour. I ain't going to that in the first place, and I ain't using it. Nah, I don't like public festivals anyway. It's too much. Oh, I missed a lot. No topic is off limits here at Coffee Break with JN. This is what group is for. Matt says, ask Susan about the on street urinals in Paris. I was gonna say something that's probably foul, like wee or something that's lame. But yes, tell us about the on street urinals in Paris. I've been to Paris. I don't remember anything special about the urinals. Period. Well, I don't know, man. I do enjoy our public. I don't like it's weird. I don't like crowds. I don't like how can I say it? Like crowds all facing one direction. And I want to know where the exits are. Not for nefarious reasons, but it's just like I'm not going to the 4th of July fireworks because the whole time I'm there, you know what? Philly isn't a pickpocket town. You don't get pickpocketed here because crime is like in your face. Like if somebody like wants your wallet, they're gonna run up on you like, "Yo, you know what this is? Run this in, son." It's very aggressive. It's not like, "Hey, what's that over there?" Nick?" But when I visited France and just or Europe in general, it's a lot of pickpocketing. It's a lot of tourist crime. So it's like, so just even on the strength of being in a crowd, I just don't like it. Um, Now here's something funny. Hold on a second. So the street urinals in Paris, they look like weird water fountains. They're open air urinals, three urinals facing each other in a triangle. Guys just walking up to the. Oh, you're right. I think when I was at the Louvre, and I remember going to the bathroom, and I remember the triangle urinals. That's a thing. Can anybody expound on that? Or maybe even the bigger subject is bidets. Oh hell no! Hell to the nizzaw. Yeah, man, don't drink out of that, my man. That's a whole lot of yikes. Where did what happened with this episode? We're all over the map, you guys. Um, well, since we're going there, Jared, you brought it to you know what? I've used pea troughs in the States. I didn't know that was a UK pub thing. If you go to some seedy you like CDs? If you go to some seedy places, and maybe things have changed since the pandemic, and I don't go to those kind of places anyway anymore. I'm too old. I'm not gonna say I haven't peed in a pea trough before. I've been there's some used to be some dive bars in South Philly that you go in there and there's just a long trough at the back and people just hit it. It's pretty gross if you think about it, but I guess my favorite is either the pea trough or the urinal with ice in it. They just like dump ice in it so you can kind of pee that down, and I think it cuts down on the smell too. I'm sure we lost some people after this conversation tonight. Nakota says, "There's been times where I've been like, it sure would be easier if I could pee standing up, but maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you'd enjoy a trough, but I didn't know if that was exclusive to pubs in the United Kingdom. I gotta be careful, you guys. I'm running out of coffee. Um, Matt's. Oh, hold on. You guys are going too fast. Vincent says, I've whizzed in troughs from 3 different continents. I love it. Oh, the places you'll go. Thanks for coming tonight, Vince. I enjoy your energy. Matt says, in Italy, there was a room with a round crater with a drain in the center, and you all stood around it. So, would you just call that like a pee hole? what? What was the name of that thing? Yeah, y'all got me. Y'all got me messed up. That's definitely a pause right there. Um. Well, I was gonna. So, I was gonna. I was gonna ask about bidets. Um, well, I'm sure some of you have used bidets. That's a very European thing. Also, they kind of use them in. I haven't been a lot of places in Asia, but in Japan, they have like the traditional toilets, which are kind of like squatty. I don't really know how to use them, but there's lots of squatting involved. And there are places in Japan that have like I think they call them just traditional toilets or more Western toilets. But they also have like the space age toilets that have like the bidet spray, and then some of them play music, or they heat the seat heats up, or it'll lift up when you come into the room. And that started to creep over to the states where you could go and order like I guess when was it Tushy when they started selling those things at the beginning of the pandemic. We're like, oh wow, you can get like a jet water up your. So, how do you guys feel about bidets? Sue says everyone at work swears by bidets. Anyone have a recommend them? There one okay, I'll say this. When I went to Japan a while ago, and this ain't a flex, you guys. We're just talking. We're grown up. And that was just kind of part of the course for the hotel I was in. And I had been on like nicer of those toilets. So maybe we should even be a little more specific because like a bidet is just like a separate device in a bathroom. But the Japan things were kind of like they were built into the toilet, and some of those tushy things and those other ones kind of like work out of one bowl. This is what I said when I came home and people were asking me about the toilets because people seem to have heard about Japanese toilets, and I said I want to get into the things so you can see it. So with the Japanese toilets, at first I was like this, then I was like this. So that should answer it. Not flexing, brother. We're just talking about the world. And you can go buy your own Japanese toilet seat and install it on your can at your house. That's right. Woo-ha, got you all in check. So I'm not gonna hide my travels from the world, you know. I was definitely a 6 block radius kid growing up. And for the longest, and there's still parts of me that didn't that don't I didn't like the idea of traveling. People would ask me, JN, where in the world would you like to go? I go, nowhere. Like, why should I leave my neighborhood? Yo, the sneaker store's around the corner, yo. And then when I got a little older, it was more like, I don't know. Where is there to go that's not like, West Philly? And then I got into a thing where, like I just told you about the crowds, I don't like being exposed like that. So definitely going to an area where you are obviously not from there. Oh no. And all of that stuff mixed together made me go like, why would I go get off a bus and take pictures of somebody just like standing there trying to make a living or trying to go to work? I'm not. So even for, the bulk of my young adult life, I didn't ever want to go anywhere. And then I kind of was around people who were like, well, we're just going to go to this place. You should go. Okay. And the whole time, I don't know if any of you guys have ever been that person in a group that's always in the back, like, come on, you guys, let's go. Let's get out of here. No, 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 let's go. Like, my back to the wall. I still have that energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's complicated. That's just, I think that's just part of the way we're made. I just don't like letting my guard down. And then just being in another country is just like, hey, excuse me, person with the shady car, can you take us to the beach? Like, I'm not doing any of that stuff. I like programmed entertainment. I like, and I know people say talk about resorts. I haven't been to a lot of resorts, but I would rather stay where they want me to stay than go explore in some other place where I might not come back. And I had a paranoid mother who was always like, "Yo, you be careful wherever you going. You wake up in a bathtub with your kidneys missing." Like, that's how I grew up. So there's a lot of paranoia. Yeah, right. Facts. Nakota says, "I'm always the one that wants to go. Y'all ready yet? Let's go." No, we just got here. Now I'm ready yet. Let's go. I feel you on that. Right. You want to relax. And, me and Hawthorne have talked about that all the time. Even if you could go somewhere, could you really relax? All right, time for another. I'm going to put another one and twos, and I'll do an ID, and then we'll start wrapping this up. Another one and two. If you, and this isn't really a money thing, but just it could be a generational thing, a family thing, a family reunion thing. If you or your family or your tribe or whatever you call yourselves do vacations, put a one in the chat. If you most wholeheartedly do not do vacations, put a two in the chat. And I think there's a three. I think three should be like getting dragged somewhere. Like the vacation's not your idea and the date is on the calendar and you just got to go, or you got to put in money and then you go and then you're kind of uncomfortable the whole time. Put a three in the chat. Let's see what we get. Alejandro, what's up? Alejandro with the one. Okay. Sue's with the two. Sue's is a nah. Another nah, nah. Yeah, how was your trip, bro? Miguel, what's up? I'll do a sipper for you, but I'm running out of coffee, bro. Good to see you, my man. Three are for people that get dragged on vacation. A lot of ones and twos. I feel you. Miguel with the three. Alejandro with the three. Two, occasional three. El Jamal two, but we do stuff on occasions. I'm down with a day trip or whatever. Sue says, I always wanted to be that person who took vacations with friends and family, but we've ended up getting such little vacation that we just go by ourselves. I like it. Alejandro, change it to, that's cool. Caitlin says, I've only started doing vacations because my hubby's from the UK, so we have to go visit his family. Okay. Matt says, one and two. We used to travel with family, but they got old. Yeah, I feel you on that. Jared D says, unless you allow my definition of heroes in Baltimore's family vacation, those are ones. I don't think Comic Con should be a vacation trip. I, I think it's kind of like we're going to Disney. I know a lot of Disney families. I'm not a Disney family. I've been to Disney once. And almost feel like that was enough. I don't need to go back to Disney. And just for Tim, as a flex, when I was in Japan, a lot of the students that I took with us, because it was not kind of like a work thing. They all wanted to go to Tokyo Disney. I want nothing to do with that. You guys go enjoy yourself. But yeah, like Ross is three. I like going, but I'm never the one that plans it. There you go. The moose should have told you. The moose outside should have told you we're closed. Jamal Tello, Comic Cons are definitely not vacations. Definitely. And you know what? I've said this for a while, and Jerry might get me on this, but I'm like, you see people at the con, and they're like, "Yo, we should whatever, we should get together, or yo, we should do a thing." And I said, "Let's try this. Let's try getting together without the reason that you're here is because of a comic book convention, right?" And I'm all about like I want to be human. Like I know how stressful those things are, and how you're sometimes you have your itinerary, or sometimes your itinerary is planned by other people, and people get tight when you're in their town and you're like, what, you didn't tell me you were here. So I was here for 2 days and then I had to leave. Sorry. I would rather not tell people I'm here than for me to tell people I'm here, and then there'd be some sort of weirdness because we didn't get together. You know, that's work as far as I'm concerned. This vacation, what a novel concept. Right, and I get it, and that's just it. It's like it's different for everybody, you know what I mean? And, especially I mean, I don't know, especially after being in lockdown for so long, weren't people going stir crazy and just like, "I gotta go somewhere." And it could even be a thing, you get in your car and you just go to the next state, or you what do they call them? We used to call them, they call them staycations now. Right, Bill? Tell 'em. Good to see you, bro. We used to call them. Do we call them hood vacations or ghetto vacations? That's when you have vacation time at work, but you 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 don't go nowhere. You just stay home. Workations. That's cool. Yeah, y'all. So that was fun. And I don't know where the time goes. I really don't. But I wanted to end on a somber note. I had to put my cat down today. If you follow me on some of the socials, you saw pictures of my pretty cat. We're all very sad. And I know a lot of people already reached out and said some nice things. So thank you so much. And it's tough. I think I'm in a better mood than I was earlier, but it's hard having pets because you pay a price. The price you pay is that they get old, hopefully, and then you gotta deal with that. and not even to talk about like tragic things like whatever happens to pets when you couldn't control it. But it's sad to see your friends go. Thank you guys. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's not a flex, but it just happened. Thank you guys. That was my afternoon, and it was like one of those things that the day was coming. And I'll say this, and I know all of you guys, a lot of you guys have pets, and maybe our generation. I can't speak for my parents or your parents or whatever. Like I feel like the last generation of parents, we talk about this a lot. We're so busy working and surviving and fighting the system and just getting by that pets were like something that they couldn't be bothered with. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of people who their folks are like, "Oh, where's the cat? I haven't seen the cat in 3 days." I don't know. The door was open, so I guess they left. Like it was very cold. They're very cold about having pets. Or say if you had a dog, especially in the city, you had a dog for protection. The dog wasn't a family member. The dog was out in the back chained to a brick. He wasn't coming in and like, having filet. You know what I'm saying? So I think something really changed over the last couple of generations. And it hurts and it's tough. So, my condolences out to anybody who's lost pets over the last whatever. Like I see those posts all the time. And it hurts. It sucks. And they're like children to us. So, let's do a sip for them. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you guys. You know what? I don't well, we wanted to make sure that the dog kind of like said his goodbyes before we took her in, as I knew she wasn't coming back. So I don't know. Still fresh. We'll see. Um, but yeah, that sucks. I wanted. Let me see if I can find it. I was going to put a little picture of me and the cat, and I'll take us out of here. Um, I gotta find it first. But yeah, you guys, I really needed this tonight, and I was kind of trying to figure out if I was going to come on or not. But then I was like, the show must go on. How could I not do this? Because this was a great tabernacle. I needed group. You needed group. We all came together and we made it work. So thank you so much. I feel like I have another sip in here. So thank you. I don't know how we started talking about that. This is not where I thought this was going to go. Um, but yeah, it was definitely needed. Oh, Caitlin, I love you too. Oh, thanks, Marshall. I appreciate you. Um, Ronaldo says this community is an integral part of my week. I'm upset when I miss. Oh, thank you. Somebody asked me about my glasses. Where did they go? Oh, Bill said, liking the new frames. This might be some like right before we get out of here. These are my reading glasses. Thank you. And then it's funny. I'm going to get Tim saying I'm flexing again at the eye doctor. The place when you go to the eye doctors, you might go to like America's Best or one of those like revolving door mall spots where you just get your contacts and get out of there. But I go to this eye doctor and everybody's really nice and I chat everybody up in the salon part. And I think the salon is the part they call where they try to sell you glasses while your eyes are dilated. What do you think about these, sir? I think they're fine. The tech was really on knees because she's like, yo, can I try some frames out on you? I'm like, I don't care because I like color. I like Wayfarer styles. And she says a lot of guys come in there and they don't like they can't, it's like being dragged in the Victoria's Secret or something. And like they're just vibrating and they can't wait to get out of there. So she's like, "Oh, you want to try these?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So by the time I'm done, there's like 8 pairs of glasses all over the place. And she was like, "I really like these." And I was like, I could try something different because I have like a million pair of the same style of glasses. So it's like, well, let me try these. But now I'm starting to see these all over the place. Like these are like some new like post millennial style. You're seeing a lot of people with these like Kojak style. So I hope I didn't fall into something. Thank you, Vince, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. Hey, I know you can't see, but how about you sign this writ and then take a look at these other frames? I love it. So, all right, you guys, let's wrap this up. This was fun. Um, Consider joining my Patreon. You get to see more of me and also some very cool other projects that I do that'll never see the light of day. Again, we've been talking around this. I'm very close to bringing Coffee Break with Jay into my Patreon. I'm thinking my idea is possibly that you get a coffee break rate for Patreon, just for like some of you may not want to see any of the other programming, but you want to see Coffee Break. It'll be less than the price of a cup of coffee a month. And now we're talking about glasses. Ronaldo says, I picked out some Nike frames. No, I'm sure they're cool. A couple years ago and haven't changed since. So, yo, Ben, man, I'm about to bounce, bro. Good to see you. Elgin Moss says, I go and say, give me what I got last time. Like in Amazon, where you go to your orders and just buy again. um, all right, this was good, you guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. You know what Sue says. Say your goodbyes, but hold on. Suze, let me get you one more Suze pose and then we'll call it a day. What do you say? You guys ready? Get your elbows ready. I put my hand upon your chip. Then I dip, you dip, we dip. Suze pose. Oh, that was a good one. All right, let's call it a night. All right, I'll give you a coffee check because I'm about to get out of here. All right, you guys are trying to keep me here. All right, let's see. Time for reverse Drake, y'all. Started from the top, now we here. That was not good. We got fumes in there, bro. Not good at all. All right, you guys, say your goodbyes. Let's call it a night. I'm gonna go to bed. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Tabernacle was sorely needed tonight. I hope you got something out of it. I know I did. Oh shit! I almost spilled my coffee. That was like the last sip of. You know what Sue says? Get your goodbyes in, y'all. Good night. It was great talking toilets with you. I love it. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Oh, good luck, Kidlet. Senior year is going to be your favorite year. Good night, John boy. Thank you guys. That's right. Video over. Where's Trey? Yo, what happened, Jared? Did you find Trey? All right, you guys. You've been watching Coffee Break with JN with your boy JN. Tabernacle was had. We came, we saw, we revived. Almost like you're my energy hearts from the Legend of Zelda. When boop 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 boop, I got full hearts, y'all. And when I got full hearts, I could shoot my sword across the screen. Pause. I would be remiss before I left to tell you to join my Patreon. I lost some members. Pause. I need to get them back. And also, if I bring Coffee Break with Jay into the Patreon, you're going to need to be there. I'd hate to lose you. So think about it. And before that, I have to give a shout out to my GLOs. Good looking out. I got to take some of y'all off of here because y'all left. It's all good. I ain't mad at you. So blessed to have all of these people back my plans for world domination. This close to a hydrofoil, y'all. That we had to do it twice. Good looking out part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Let's save the rec center. Thank you to all those people down there. And there's several more from where they came from. I appreciate y'all. You need to get on them a good win. You need to get on the bus, Gus. And that's only going to happen if you're on my Patreon. But you can get all this free Jamar while it lasts. We'll see what happens. All right. What happened here on Coffee Break tonight? You got to hang out with me, Jamar Nicholas, Philadelphia's favorite son, and Johnny Carson, and also your internet best friend and hairbrusher and leader of group. We came together. We did a good job tonight. And now we're gonna go home. What happened? You got to hang out with me and watch me drink this coffee and run my mouth. Now that I'm out of coffee, video over. All right. Night.